Hennessy was dead in the water. Nobody cared, and y'all gave them life. Let's keep it real.
I, I'm with you.
And then they hate on you. Why? Why couldn't it work out?
So I was working at Havas Media at the time I was doing Henny Palooza with everybody else.
Mm.
And we had LVMH as one of our clients. So I was well aware of what Hennessy was doing and who they were trying to target. And it wasn't Henny Palooza. The target, they were trying to get away from the stigma of black people. Like, just to be honest with y'all, like, that's really what was happening.
Wow.
And I mean, but we've seen that with a lot of French companies, especially in the liquor business. That the people that make them the money are not the target they want to be a part of.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, more important, you saw the clip with Heineken. We got an issue with this in our community. I don't think it's as bad as it once was, though, in a general sense. But when it comes to quote unquote luxury brands and quote unquote high end stuff, we still got a problem with this. Stop spending money on people with people who don't like you. You know what I'm saying? We got to cut that out. It's okay to go out and spend your money however you want. You're an adult. But when you go to an establishment that you find out, oh, you don't like me or my kind, okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna show you. No, I ain't gonna show you nothing. Now, does Hennessy hate hip hop? I mean, I guess that's why Nas became like the ambassador for Hennessy after this debacle. Who knows? But a lot of times, what I've seen over the years is all these scandals, right? Remember H&M had this scandal, and then, and then people was like, stop shopping at H&M. And I forget if it was Louis Vuitton or Gucci who had the slave shirts, the slavery shirts. I know. Was it Chanel? It was one of those quote unquote luxury brands. But I'm pretty sure people are still buying them. I think it's Gucci because people went on a ban Gucci thing, right? But people still wearing Gucci, right? So then you had the issue with, back in the day it was Tommy Hilfiger. Prior to that, it was British Nike. Now, this is what I'm gonna say. History shows that if we find out somebody really don't like us, we're gonna stop supporting them. And when we stop supporting them, their cachet just falls off the map. It's like, you're not cool no more, we out. But the other thing I'm gonna say is this. Sometimes a lot of us have, we follow too many, and the best way I could say it, celebrities and probably gay people when it comes to quote unquote fashionable stuff. Buying stuff that we shouldn't even be bothered with. Like, why do I need that? Why do I want that? Oh, because if you're rich, you're supposed to have this, or this, it's the same thing goes with, like, you don't hear a lot of racial components at Denny's anymore because I don't think we go to Denny's anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, it used to always be a thing at Denny's. Like, Denny's is targeting black folks. It is what it is. So, was the last? So, brother started going to IHOP, Waffle House, right? Don't worry about it, Denny's. You can keep your as a Grand Slam. You can keep it. Or that might be IHOP for all I remember. But when people hate you, no problem. I've heard people. You go to get a car dealership, and the people at the car dealership are really acting a fool with you. You're like, all right, I'm gone. And they found out, hey, man, you can afford this. Say, come back. Nah, no, thank you. I saw a clip of a young sister on Instagram, and she went to buy a motorcycle, and she paid with $8,000 cash. And one of the cashiers was like, "Oh, you only paid $6,000." So she went to the boss. He was like, "No, you paid $8,000." You know, so that kind of thing happens too, where one person is trying to get over, but the other person, like, no, they paid 8, man, and but that causes an issue, a rift. For me, it's the same thing when you see these young men and women worrying about shit that they can't afford. I need a what was that name? What was that? It's not Goyard. It's not Hermes, but it is Hermes if I'm not mistaken. Birkin bag. I need a Birkin bag. Bitch, you can't afford a Birkin bag. And bitch, nigga, you can't afford to buy a Birkin bag. Who gives a shit? Y'all been broke your whole lives. Now you gonna afford a $50,000 bag? That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. Same thing when you see people with the belts. You got the Louis belt, the Hermes belt, just this Gucci belt and the outfit. And it's like, listen, man, you paid all that money for what? For what exactly? Because you want to look and feel rich. Okay, so now you looked rich and you felt rich that day. Now what? And the truth be told, I'm gonna just be honest. A lot of us have bad fashion taste, even if you buy high fashion shit. just so you spent an extra $1,000 on a hoodie. Oh, okay. Because it was that brand. Oh, okay. You could have just had a regular hoodie, right? But it ain't that one. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. A lot of y'all run around with these ugly ass shoes, whether they're, from whoever, Balenciaga, Dior, whatever, some ugly ass shoes y'all out here walking around with. But you know what? You know who made these? Somebody that knew your dumb ass was gonna buy them. Y'all was running around with them Astro boots. Where them Astro boots at now? Now going back to the topic, the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is because sometimes your ego gets into the way and you're buying stuff that you shouldn't be buying and putting money in the pockets of people who don't like you. Period. And for me, I've been places where I've left where it's not that you don't like me. I saw how you treated the person that came before me. Oh, you know what? I'm out of here. No, I'm out of here, playboy. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not gonna put food on your table. Absolutely not. So sometimes we have to take this stuff into consideration. And even with the like a lot of these business models, whether they like it or not, a lot of companies use the same business model. They'll use a black dollars and a black face to market them as being, something that is the hottest, greatest thing out. But at the same time, how can I put this? But at the same time, once they get that certain cachet, I don't need you no more. And what you got to do after a while is say, okay, since you don't need me, I'm moving on to something else. And for me, because I live in Texas, there's a lot of black businesses now out here. So I don't really have to. I don't have to go that far out of my way to support a black business, whether it's mom and pop or upscale. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, hey man, I do it. Let's not even get into the mode of having a rough moment. I just go to my own people. That's how it is. I go other places, but if I'm not getting treated right, I'm out. Period. But some of us got to work on that. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.